we're good.
Are
And
you saying we're live on Twitch right now?
we
That's
are.
not good.
I had to do Twitch first and then YouTube because YouTube takes a moment for OBS to actually get it going, and you can't start both at the same
Gotcha.
time. And welcome everybody to Everyday Talks with Aiko.
And Psycho.
And today we are going to be discussing VR gaming. Now, I pulled up a site to discuss what VR gaming is in and of itself, but Psycho has a couple things to say first.
I do.
Like and subscribe.
VR gaming is awesome.
Like and subscribe. Like and
VR
subscribe.
gaming is. Oh. Yes. We want you to like us and subscribe to us. And don't forget to hit that reminder bell so you're notified when we drop new content. Because sometimes we might just make a video and drop it without going live. It's just a possibility that could happen. And if you don't have a reminder set, you are not going to know we did that.
Yeah, thanks to YouTube's new algorithm, good luck finding us sometimes unless you're specifically looking. So thank you to the
That's a
11
fact.
people that have so far subscribed. This is actually quite phenomenal in such a short amount of time.
We're pretty excited about it. We want to thank everybody who's subscribed so far, and don't be afraid to share us with all your friends and family and everybody else. We are kind of trying to make sure we watch our language, so we are going to be, user friendly to all ages and stages.
Right. Even though this is labeled as mature content in the overall, just to ensure that we don't simply get taken down because of a cuss word here or there. So, all right.
Although I do enjoy my cuss words. I'm not going to lie. The F word is my favorite.
That's effing right. No, I'm kidding.
you damn tootin'.
We're gonna go back to what, the 60s now, or the 1900s.
Is that where that came from? I don't even know.
No clue.
The history of cuss words is not in our scope and sequence of events that is coming up. So maybe we should add it in.
If you guys want to hear us discuss cuss words and find out how to say them in every different language on the planet, let us know in the comments below. We're not going to do it because like we just said, this is going to be a user-friendly channel. But if you're interested, I'm just curious to see how many people would actually be interested in that.
You're just curious. We're not going to do it, but we want to know which one of you guys want us to do it.
Follow us on Rumble for more cuss words. All right, what is VR gaming? What accessories are used? VR gaming is the term used to describe a new generation of computer games with virtual reality, VR technology that gives players a truly immersive first-person experience or perspective of game action. Participants both experience and influence the game's environment through a variety of VR gaming devices and accessories, including headsets, sensor-equipped gloves, hand controllers, and more. Yeah,
I like to refer to VR gaming as, let's be real, instead of just, reading a spiel. VR gaming to me is like living cartoons. It's like you got inside of a cartoon. You're inside Bugs Bunny, and you are Bugs Bunny, and you are running through, or you are the Roadrunner, or you're Wile E. Coyote, and Roadrunner just dropped something on you. It's like a living cartoon. You are the cartoon. It is so much like that. And there's so much to do in there.
absolutely.
You can do absolutely so much to do besides just the video games, and the socialization features of, just getting into groups and talking with people. And it's the same dynamics inside VR as outside in the real world.
Exactly.
It's absolutely phenomenal. Yeah.
It's many people all across the world is one of the best features. And then the capabilities of what you can do in VR without actually getting injured like you would in real life is phenomenal. Visiting places that are not physically possible to visit in real life because of the way that the structure is formed or the world is and how the gravity is affected, but you can do it in VR.
Aiko and I met each other in a haunted theme park. I chased him around, demanding that he be my friend, so I wasn't so scared. and now he's and now
That
he's stuck with
is
me. Mwah,
so
mwah,
true,
mwah.
though.
It is. I was scared. I was like, "Oh, legit! I'm scared. We're doing this." But you were down. You were down to clown, and we had a good time
Yeah, we did.
riding those roller coasters.
Yeah, we did.
We
Absolutely.
we did, and then we garnered more and more friends until we've got our Discord group. I'm like, we've got an amazing group of friends. It's absolutely phenomenal what you can do in VR. I'm a person who I don't like to leave my house. I hate it. The outside world sucks. People suck. But you go into VR, you meet so many nice people, but you also meet a bunch of douchebags. It's a true story.
Been there, done that. Welcome, Steel Wool.
Oh
Thanks
yeah.
for watching the show. All right, so right here I've got a list of some of the top VR games according to Google. Beat Saber is absolutely phenomenal. For those who are old enough to remember Dance Dance Revolution, stepping on the pads to the arrows, I was a beast at that game. I loved it, and I broke my pad because I used it so much. But Beat Saber is basically that, but you get lightsabers, and you're not stomping on your controllers. So, I
Yeah.
mean, I guess it's a bonus to not have to do that.
Yeah, Beat Saber is pretty cool. I enjoy Beat Saber, but I have to play it in old people mode, like super slow. 'Cause I'm just like not fast with it. I'm like, I just like to whack those things with the lightsabers. I'm just a random whacker. I just randomly whack at things with my little lightsabers. I feel like I'm Darth Vader. I'm like, moving on.
Yeah, the next one on the list is Tetris. I don't know why anybody else, except for math nerds, would play that. But okay, jumping to the next one, Pistol Whip. It's basically
Wait,
Beat
wait.
Saber with guns, and you shoot
Going
your
back,
enemies to the beat.
going back to Tetris. Tetris will help you load a U-Haul trailer. True
Okay,
story.
that I will give it absolute credit for that for sure, because
Yeah.
that's exactly how they work. Because I worked for a couple moving companies, and they were real big
Yeah,
on fit things in there properly, but it was also dependent on weight, what the object was made out of, yada yada, etc., etc. So it made things weirdly
yeah.
difficult.
If you got mad Tetris skills, you could load a U-Haul trailer and pack that sucker right to the gills.
Yeah, for
Oh
sure.
yeah, for real.
That would be my
Absolutely.
dad right there.
Oh yeah. Oh, not me though. I obviously am not a Tetris fan. I used to play on the old Sega Genesis this game. I can't even remember the name of the game. Oh, it was called Columns. Columns. It had like old music like from the Atlantis. It sounded like Atlantis music. And you just flip these things and it would drop down, and it was awesome. I loved that game. It was very relaxing. And then I'd turn around to play Mortal Kombat and finish him. Yes.
I'm just going to be straightforward and point out that I have a deep hatred for Mortal Kombat because I suck at any of those fighting games, except for some of the anime ones. The anime ones I'm actually good at, which is weird because it's the same overall concept.
Yeah, I had a boyfriend break up with me because I kept whooping his butt at Mortal Kombat. I was better than him. It was a good time. I enjoyed it. Every time we played, he'd get so mad. He'd get so mad because every time I heard finish him, I'd jump up and I'd be like, finish him! Yeah! And it would be on. Yes! Fans are flying. Yes!
All right, so on to the next game on this list is Half-Life Alyx, which I do have and I've played a little bit of, but I've never actually played the other Half-Life games, so I don't really know what's going on. But for what it is, it's really fun and I enjoy it a lot. It's got head crabs which take over your body and stuff that I don't understand fully at all, and I'll definitely be streaming that sometime later. But
they need to put Grand Theft Auto into VR because that would be pretty pimp. I'm putting it out there. That would be the best game in the world because I'm telling you what, I love to carjack somebody.
Dude.
Gotta be all up in their Yeah, and then make that like a multiplayer game where you can go in and just carjack people.
All they need to do is make GTA 5 VR, and it's already multiplayer. You can go online and play with random people and blow them up with rocket launchers and shit. It's amazing.
Oh yeah. I can't remember which GTA it was that had the hot dog machine and it spewed out soda pop, and
No
you
idea.
could. I loved it. It was a good time. I enjoyed every minute of it. I love running from the popo.
I barely know about 4. I know about 5 somewhat decently because that was like the biggest. How's it going, Otto?
Oh,
Thank you for joining the stream.
yeah, Grand Theft
GTA
Auto was.
5 would be
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, that's my jam right there. Now, you give me a game with melee weapons, and I'm in it. I'm in it to win it, and you can't stop me. You give me a gun though, and I'm a hot mess. I'm hot mess express. It's just bad. I have to have a laser beam. I'm a horrible shooter, and you throw zombies in the mix, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like running.
Just leave me with all the ammo. You run. You get the zombies attracted to you. I will keep the zombies away from you with the bullets that I will be holding on to.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Oh, what up, Deep?
Hello, everybody.
All right.
Hello, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We're going to keep moving on.
Yeah, we're moving on. The next one on the list is Star Trek. We're going to skip that one. I couldn't care less.
No, I would love to play Star Trek. Heck yeah, which one though?
It just says Star Trek Bridge Crew. No, it literally just says Bridge Crew. That probably means all you're doing is running the ship. Like a little bit. That's it.
Tell me that wouldn't be fun. Come on now.
Well, let's find out. Hold on.
I want to be the captain. You could be my number one.
Virtual reality action adventure video game developed by Red Storm Entertainment. Okay, I don't care about that information. Oh, wow. Actually, I love this game for VR. It's probably the most fun I've had with a VR headset on. When you get a real person crew, the teamwork and community. Oh, you actually play with people and fly the ship and stuff. And
we're so playing that.
Okay, you know what? Eventually, we do have to get that. That does sound cool. I'm
legit.
We're playing too ahead. The next one on the list is actually Super Hot, which is a phenomenal game. It was amazing without VR, and it's far better with VR because
that's my nickname.
If
Super
you don't
hot.
move.
Super hot VR.
The way you had to say it, though, that's my name. Super hot.
Super hot VR.
Time only moves when you do. So if you shoot a bullet and you completely stop moving in VR, everything actually stops moving, including the bullet.
What?
So
no. Negative.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
Negative.
It's a puzzle game. The whole point of it is do things in the right order to kill the other guys. You can basically legit just dodge bullets and stuff, but you have to know where everything is. And if you turn your head, you're moving. And so is everything else.
No. Negative, Ghost Rider. I don't like to do anything in the right order. I like to do it all backwards. Moving on.
All right.
Moth.
We
got
Moss. Virtual reality adventure game developed. Okay, I don't care what it's developed by. I want to know what the game is. How do you play the game?
Looks like you grow moss.
A VR game. Action adventure puzzle game from Polyarc, tailor-made for the VR platform, combines classic components of a great game, compelling characters, gripping combat, and a captivating world exploration with the exciting opportunities of VR, now bundled with the soundtrack. That doesn't really tell me anything.
It depends on what kind of music it has. If it's worth the soundtrack. I mean, is the music like don't, like, or it's like.
I have no idea, so I couldn't say.
Yeah, I mean, I need to listen to this music before I even try to commit to anything like that.
So here's a platform gamer for VR. Astrobot.
You know what they need to have? A McDonald's game where you go in and you just run the whole McDonald's. You like put out the fries, you put out the burgers, you make the McNuggets. You do everything. You make the special orders. You have the people in the drive-thru. You have the people in the line, and they're getting all angry, and they have little cuss words above their heads, and they start throwing things and getting all mad. And it's like a video moment, like on YouTube, where you can see the videos of people like having freakouts, fast food freakouts. Tell me you don't watch
Oh
those.
my God, I've seen them, and it's just it's so cringy. I can't stand that because
I
I've worked in
love those
food.
things.
No, I
I love
don't.
them.
I worked in food, and I worked on salads and stuff, and I had customers come up and scream at me because it wasn't like absolutely perfect to their liking. And the manager didn't even defend me. So I hate seeing that. The customer is not always right. I don't
Oh,
give
I
a
agree.
shit, period. Because yeah, I could think of a million reasons that the customer cannot always be right. You strip down nude in the store. There's just a good one. That's a no. Obviously, you're not right in doing that. And
Who
so on and
strips
so
down
on.
nude at a McDonald's? They are really bum 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 McLovin' it. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yes,
We just went
girl.
there.
Yes.
Not
We
sponsored by
went there.
McDonald's.
But we'd be happily sponsored by McDonald's. Just, I love your sausage McMuffin with egg, Mickey D's. That's my favorite. Moving on.
Star Wars squadrons, flying in outer space and Star Wars shooting things. Personally, for me, it would be
Nah.
fun for a little bit, and then I would get bored of it because it would
It'd
be
be okay
it's too repetitive
if you could carjack them,
in outer space.
play some NWA, carjack them, be like, yeah, mm-hmm,
In outer space.
yeah, yeah. I mean, why not? To VR, you can do whatever you want in VR. In VR, I was the Queen Alien. Ah, for real. That's what I'm talking about.
All right. Next up, we have No Man's Sky, which is a great game where you can terraform, build bases, explore, have space battles and stuff. And even in VR, this would be phenomenal because you have so much that you are capable of doing. Collecting resources,
Yeah,
building all sorts of technological things, getting all sorts of money and stuff.
it
There's
sounds
tons of gameplay,
complicated.
and you can. Well, no, it's really not as complicated as you think. They actually teach you a very, very well done step by step what you need, what it looks like, where to get it, and everything. And it's fantastic. Welcome, Gunslinger, to the Twitch stream. We are also streaming on YouTube. Um,
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream.
so it's a lot of fun, and it's a lot
Yeah.
more fun with more people. And I think I have No Man's Sky on the Xbox, but I don't have it on Steam. And eventually, I do want to look into it, but I would rather play with friends for
Yeah.
sure.
I'm just going backwards. My idea of fun is GTA in VR, where I can straight up carjack in VR and be like all realistic about it.
I'm
Like
just gonna
on the
stay
for
away
real.
from you.
Well, I would advise it if we were playing GTA together because you will not have a nice car. Just put it out there because if it's nice, I'm taking it. I'm straight from the hood, yo.
I'm just gonna get my tank and blow you sky high then.
I ain't scared of your tank. I'll get a rocket launcher. We'll go test
I'm
pilots and
pretty
blow
dang
you up.
good at aiming, so you better watch out. That's just a heads up.
Yeah. You give me a sword and I'll sneak up behind you and just get you. Boom. Melee. That's my jam right there. I might not shoot well, but I'm like a Ginsu chop chop. You don't want to mess with that.
That's fair. You just keep your distance, and I'll keep shooting you every time I see you. We'll just play the game
Ginsu
like that.
chop chop.
You get your
Ginsu
sword,
chop chop.
you
All
get
up
your
close.
sword and bow staff and whatever else you want. That's fine with me. I'm gonna have my AK-47, my M64 or M16, and all the other stuff, and a rocket launcher, some pistols, and everything, and the infinite amount of ammo that I have because in GTA 5 I still have like 10 or 20 billion dollars. So it's not like I'm gonna run out anytime soon. I can buy
I'll rob
several
you.
tanks and I'll be fine. You can't.
I will. I'll find a way to rob you.
You can't unless you hack the game. And if they find out that you hacked it, which they keep an excruciatingly close eye on, they will ban you. without question.
You'll tattler.
No,
Listen,
no one has
all
to
I'm
tell.
saying is
No one has to
when
tell
we
because I
play
got the money because someone hacked into a lobby I joined, and it just dumped
rude,
cash into my thing. It just dumped cash into
damn.
everyone's bank account, and they took most of it from us still, and left me
That's
with
like Robin Hood.
several billion because they don't want you hacking. That's why they added jobs into GTA 5.
Robin Hood. Listen, that's why when we're playing, and I'm telling you, when we're playing Arizona Sunshine, I go up close to those zombies to shoot them because I'm used to melee weapons. I'd rather just cut their heads off than shoot them. It's just easier for me to Ginsu chop chop. I'm just saying. The slice and
That's
dice.
a valid point.
Yeah, and that's why you see me running up on them, all gangster and stuff. Well, by running, I mean dragging my leg and looking all weird.
The way they walk in that game is freaking incredible.
They so need to fix that. I'm like, OMG. Come on.
All right,
Do you know how many times I. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead first.
I was going to move on to the
You move on.
next thing. But what were you going to say, though? You know, how many times what? I'm curious. I really am. I want to know.
How many times I've shot you in Arizona Sunshine because you're masked? You wear that mask? And I'm all in there?
Yeah, okay.
Scared
Just a
out of my
reminder,
brain.
this is one of the reasons why I'm going to run up to every car ahead of you. I'm going to take all of the ammo. Until your clip is empty, you're not getting another clip.
Scared out of my mind. All these zombies coming out of nowhere, crawling out from underneath the cars and whatnot, scaring the daylights out of me. And you're there with this creepy ass mask on, and I'm all like, boom.
The mask
With
is
my-
protection. And I gave you one that was even creepier, so you didn't have to see it.
I
And
can't
I
see
didn't
my
shoot
mask.
you. I know, that's my point. I gave you an even creepier one, and you still shoot me.
But there was one zombie that I shot that I wasn't scared of, and that's because I was on the balcony. I was like, I got this one. Don't you worry about it.
Well, as long as you don't kill me with the grenade before we go into the dark cave with the flashlight, I think we'll be good.
Oh, we're getting grenades now? I didn't know about this. You didn't tell me we had grenades.
I'm getting grenades.
Why can't I? I'm good with grenades. I'll chuck a grenade. Grenades are like melee weapons. I can throw a grenade. That's rude. Rude. I'm. You know what? Aiko. When we play again in Arizona Sunshine, it's on like Donkey Kong. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna get all the grenades. You're not gonna have a single grenade. They're all gonna be in my little ammo belt, my little fanny pack. Yes.
Next game on the list is keep talking and nobody explodes. Which I have yet to play in VR. It's a bomb defusal game, and one of the people goes on the website to read the bomb defusal manual. The other person is not allowed to look at it while they defuse the bomb. And the two people have to discuss what they're seeing. They cannot look at each other's screens.
You played this with somebody.
Yeah, I played it with someone we don't discuss.
Voldemort.
But in this case, she who shall not be named.
Yes, Voldemort Jr. And folks, in VR, it's like real life.
If you die in VR, you die in real life. Die in the game, die in real life. There you go. Yeah.
Yes, we all die.
Yeah, but it's a fun game, and of course you're not allowed to see the other person's screen, and they're not allowed to see your screen, so they can't see what you're looking at with the bomb, and you can't see the bomb defusal manual yourself.
Yeah, that was really fun to watch you guys play that. I watched that stream.
I have two computers, so I could play this with myself, and no one would ever be able to tell me not to.
Well, I mean, somebody would be able to tell you not to, but you just would choose not to listen.
What was that?
Yeah, somebody could tell you not to. You would just choose not to listen. That's all I'm saying.
What?
Yeah,
Next on the list, which is absolutely fantastic, Rim for VR.
But let's quit doing this part. This is boring. I'm bored with this. I'm like seriously bored with it.
We're only 25
I
minutes
thought we
in.
were going to talk about like the human aspect of gaming, not just go over different video games.
I figured we'd go over some games, and then for the last few minutes, we could discuss the other stuff.
I think we got a lot to discuss as far as like the human aspect of gaming, like meeting friends and doing different, like in VR, like the different things like in VR chat, the free stuff, not just to purchase of games.
I mean, that's true. You can get all sorts of avatars and everything, and that the worlds you can explore are phenomenal. People are some of the best creators on the planet, which both encourages me to want to do exactly that, but then I realize how much work it takes, and I don't understand any of it. And I'm the kind of person that has to watch that. There's a 10 or 15 part video on how to make an avatar, or 15 videos on how to make an avatar that are all at least an hour long each. I'm the type of person who has to listen to something, watch them do it, pause, open the program, do what they just did, and try to follow step by step. Otherwise, I don't get it. So that 1 hour video for me is going to take me 2 to 3 or 4 hours to get through.
Right. So if you invested like 40 hours to make your own avatar, though, it'd be totally worth it once you got it all done.
Okay, but here's the thing. There's at least 15 videos on the full process of making an avatar. They're all at least an hour long. It's going to take me at least two to three times that long just to get through one video. And that's assuming I hold on to that information when I go into the next videos and don't have to go back and look and go, wait, okay, I forgot this step. What am I doing now? How do I do this? I forgot this.
I just kind of want to let you know that nowadays they still have this thing. It's called pen and paper, where you can write these things down from the video and take notes.
Okay, that's not the issue. The issue is knowing where it is, how it looks, where to click, what I'm pressing, and everything. If I'm writing notes, it's going to take me 5 times as long as pausing it and doing it. I learn best by doing the item I'm learning. If you just show me something and then toss me in, I'm going to forget. But if you show me and let me do it at the same time, I learn quickly. So that's why I have to do that. I have to go through that process of that. But I would love to build a world and build avatars and stuff. That would be amazing. And then I could have all my own avatars.
You have more excuses than our government.
That is such a lie, and we both know it. But
I don't care who you are.
You what?
I said, I don't care who you are. That was funny.
But I think the biggest aspect is getting into the games with everybody.
Yeah, and I've had a lot of good times and met a lot of good people in VR. Just going into a place called VR Chat, which is perfectly free. You go in, get your avatar. I've learned how to fly airplanes, how to land them, which was very difficult. I love playing. It's a game called Test Pilots, one of my favorites. Love going in there and flying airplanes. Met some really good people there. And I just love to go and blow people up.
Don't forget murder. Murder is always fun.
La la. La la.
Are you channeling her now?
You bet. You bet. You know, my favorite avatar in that game is the ketchup, because I always like to run around and be like, the ketchup is the murderer. Because I never get to be the murderer, so I always end up getting murdered anyway.
You
I'm like, whatever.
So many puns with that too. You could be the murderer running up behind someone, going, "I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna catch up to you."
I do. I met one person pretending to be the murderer. They were in the garage, and I was standing outside the garage looking at them through the window, pretending I was the murderer, and I was going to come in and get them. And we ended up being good friends. Crazy. Oh yeah. It was absolutely hilarious. Absolutely. The things that I've done in VR, and I'm not an outgoing, gregarious person, but in VR, I can just be. I can just do and be and have fun and just let loose and have such a good time. And you meet so many good people, and you meet so many wonderful friends, and you also meet so many horrific people. these some people call you old and tell you don't belong there. Or you sound like Marge Simpson. Like, do you even know who Marge Simpson is? Marge Simpson is pimp. Just saying. Yeah. So some people are just cruel, and
That's true.
at the end of the day, it's about just going in there and having fun. And I'm sorry that your nanny isn't paying attention to you right now, but maybe you shouldn't be in VR because you're obviously not emotionally mature enough. But
Since we're discussing VR, we should talk about the fact that there is a lot of more geared towards teenagers and adults in VR chat. Hence why their TOS terms of service states that you have to be at least 13. There are an innumerable amount of
too
like
many.
5 to 10-year-olds easily within those range of ages in that game, and they're using some of the most like vulgar language.
Oh,
They're just like the worst. They'll complain all the time and stuff. Like I remember playing Murder 2 once they released it back on there after redoing it, and it was phenomenal. I loved it. But I got in with a random group of people, and I think it was one of the first times I started playing with anime again. And this kid, every time he would get killed or something, he would force restart the game because he was the head of the world
yeah. And just
over
have
and
tantrums.
over and over again. Yeah, he would complain the entire time. He's like, "Well, you're not supposed to kill me." It's like, no, that's the whole point of the game. If I'm the murderer, I'm killing you. And if
Right?
I suspect you're the murderer, I'm killing you.
Right. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, some of these kids definitely, parents, if any parents ever listen to this, really, you shouldn't unleash your children into VR. It's not a safe place for them.
Right,
This is literally for older people, older kids, and adults. It's really not a safe place for children.
right.
It's You're better off just putting them in front of the TV with Blue's Clues.
At the
Come on
very
now.
least, if you did give them VR, your best bet would be to not put them into an online game. If it's a
Or
single
just
player game, that's one thing. Like a lot of kids play Skyrim. It's one of like the top games in the world, which is one of the reasons I recommended it so highly because playing it in VR was
yeah,
phenomenal. And I was even able to mod the VR
yeah,
version of the game to get extra magic spells and use some cheat codes to get basically infinite magic and stuff because I've played Skyrim to death. I don't like playing it without mods or something on it now because it gives
yeah,
so much more to the game that you can do. And in
yeah. But
VR, it's
parents, come
phenomenal.
on. Yeah, but parents, come on. You can port your screen to the TV. You can watch what your kids are doing. You can see what they're doing. Don't just unleash them and leave them. Sit there and watch them and see what they're doing and see how they're interacting and mind them because they're not behaving. Just putting it out there. They're not behaving. They need your guidance, and it's just unfortunate that it's not someplace for you to let them go. It's not. It's like taking your kids to the mall and dropping them off. We don't do that anymore. It's the same concept.
Yeah,
It's full of bad people. There's a bunch of good people in there, but there are a bunch of bad people in there too.
that's for sure.
Yeah, so that's my warning note for the youngsters and their parents. You can port that screen and you can watch what they're doing and you can actually monitor them. Don't just leave them alone.
Very true.
But with that being said, VR is, it's a definite amazing experience. Like I said, Aiko and I met at the at Scarebrand Land. It was
That's the
great.
name. That's right.
Scarebrand Land.
I
I
joined it
think that
randomly too, and I was just like, okay, this looks interesting. I'll give it a go. And then I met you.
you
And we
luck
talked for
you
like
luck
10 seconds, and you chased me around the rest of the map.
hell yeah I did. Like, you're good. Yes, I did. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to ride these things, but not by myself. But then look at us now. We've got our own podcast.
Right? Seriously.
Right.
And we run 2 servers now on Discord. Speaking of, to
Yes.
those watching that are not part of the other Discord with our friends from VR chat and stuff, I am going to be working on the new Discord eventually, and we'll be getting something going there. But for now, it's just basically as basic as a Discord server gets. because I've been working to death. I really thought I was going to be off yesterday after working night, or at least working night again. But no, I got off at 5 in the morning and right back into work at 1 p.m. I was so
Yeah.
tired. I was so freaking
Aw,
tired.
you poor thing.
I still
Yeah,
stayed
he
up
did.
until
He's
4 in the
been,
morning last night.
Lord have mercy.
Well, thanks to
Not
Monster
me.
Energy. Please sponsor me.
Geritol, please sponsor me.
I do love Monster Energy though. I love the taste of it and everything. I don't drink it
Yeah,
too often, but I do drink it and I love it. It's
but
so good. And
do
so,
you love your do you love your kidneys?
I mean, anybody that drinks alcohol can tell you yes too.
True.
And every
Not a big
once in a while, I
drinker.
like alcohol. I'm not a huge drinker. Every once in a while, I will have a drink. But
Yeah, every once in a while I'll consume a whole bottle of wine and just get shizzled.
no, when I got drunk with you guys over when we were playing games and stuff, I went and got the. It's not White Claw. What is it? What's the brand?
White
It's
Claw.
like Smirnoff or something. I got like two of those, and then I got I think
Oh,
two limeritas or something. They were like 10% alcohol content, 16-ounce cans. I drank all
okay.
four.
Ooh,
Yeah,
look
so
at you go with your bad stuff.
I was off.
I
I
like
was off my ringer.
those I like I like those Smirnoff red, white, and berry coolers. Those things are really good.
Those are
I
so
drank
good. It's sad that they're limited.
yeah, I drank a whole 6 pack of those suckers
I
on a
did
boat.
too. I
Yeah, I
bought them
jumped
back
off
in
the boat.
Tennessee.
YOLO.
You jumped off the boat.
Yes. Yeah, YOLO. You only live once.
Those don't hit me hard though. Like the one time I got absolutely shit faced. Uh, I was at a friend's house and she and I were drinking, and she would get like Jack Daniels and other whiskeys and stuff,
Ooh,
and I got this. I can't remember the name of it. I really can't. I almost
peach
want to say it was
schnapps.
sucker something or whatever, and
Oh,
it was
pucker. You got some sort
pucker.
of pucker?
Yeah, that's it, pucker. And it was green apple pucker. It's 14% alcohol. I got the big bottle. I drank straight from the bottle.
Oh, Jesus.
That green apple stuff hits hard. And I had whiskey and stuff, and I basically finished the bottle while my friend went to go pick up another friend that she was bringing over. And this is the day I nearly died. Literally. I nearly broke my neck. I went to the bathroom and threw up, and I didn't know that they were back. So I opened the door and I stepped right up to the edge of the door. I'm not outside of it yet. And I look up and I wave at her friend standing outside in the kitchen, because that's the view you have, is partially into the living room and you can see into the kitchen through the
Mm-hmm.
doorway. And
Mm-hmm.
everything went black and I just fell straight on my face. If I had if I had taken one more step forward, I would have hit the chair with my head, the
Oh,
seat of the
goodness.
chair, and it was a solid wood chair. So no cushion, nothing, and I would have snapped my neck because my head would have perfectly hit it and bent my neck backwards, and I would have broke my neck.
Yeah.
One more step.
Yeah, you should definitely not drink. That's definitely not your
Well,
jam.
I know my limit now, and I do not go that
Yeah.
far and stuff. And
Yeah, your
if I've
limit
been
is
drinking, I'm not.
0.
No, my limit is not 0. I will every once in a while go get something very light. I don't drink the heavy stuff anymore. If I do get like a
You get,
Smirnoff or something, I'll get like one or two and have them, and then I'm done. Or maybe twisted tea or something. I really like anything that's sweet and
I feel
not
like
too
you could
heavy.
get drunk. I feel like you could get drunk from a non-alcoholic beer like O'Doul's.
That's not how that works, though.
I
Get drunk on
don't
no
drink either.
alcohol.
I tie a good one on about once a year. I'm not a big drinker. Because I tend to do stupid things when I drink. I like to do dumb things. So
I don't.
yeah, I do.
Like,
I don't say, yeah, no, alcohol's bad. Okay.
I got blackout drunk, but I remember everything minus being blacked out. and I didn't say anything overly stupid. I held a conversation with my friend and her friend that she brought over and everything. The time after that I got really drunk, it wasn't that far, but I was as far drunk as I was before. But um, yeah, it was still really
Yeah.
drunk, and like I was slurring my words horribly. But I still
Ooh.
remember the full blown conversation for the most part. Now it's been years, so I don't really remember what we talked about, but I think it was like relationships or something. And we were discussing how each person should play a role in a relationship and being there for one another and working towards something with one another and demonstrating love for one another or something. And it got deep, and I held a perfectly good conversation with them. I knew what I was saying. I was able to say something that made sense and wasn't just, shit flying out of my mouth. But
I cannot hold a deep conversation when I'm having alcohol. I can't do
uh,
it. I can't. I'm so random. I'm more of a jump off of a boat into the water where the scary fish live than a have a deep conversation when
in
I'm
that
drunk
case,
kind of
if you
person.
and I are ever together and do happen to start drinking, I am going to bring a chain and a lock, and I'm going to put it on your waist. I'm going to tie you to the nearest wall.
No, I'm totally not into any type of BDSM,
This
dude.
is
You
not
need to
no.
back
This
that
is
one
not
up.
BDSM. This is protection. Because if we're on a boat, especially, I'm tying you to the dock. You can walk basically as far as being able to lean forward a little bit and grab the side of the boat. Otherwise, you're not going anywhere. Because if you do get drunk and try to jump off, you won't be able to. And then I don't have to worry about you drowning.
And that water's pretty. Like, oh, you go in the ocean water, it's all clear and pretty, and you can see the things. I won't jump in that water because those are big, big fish. Like, I'm up in Michigan, y'all. So we have like lake fish, which are like mini sharks. We got the pike and they got the ginormous teeth. And people act like they can't attack you and kill you, but I disagree. I think they can. I have an absolute fear of fish, and they have big shark teeth, and it's scary. But when you go into the ocean, because I know, like, I went on vacation to the Bahamas and actually went snorkeling because I took my son, and I wanted to like have my son have that experience, and I choked back my fear because I didn't want to pass it on to my child. So we were out there in the water, and I put my face down in the water with the little thing hanging out. And I looked down. There was this big giant purple fish. It had to have been a good foot and a half long or something. I don't know. It was ginormous. It had to have been the size of freaking Jonas the whale. I don't know. It was huge. It was huge, huge. It was like big, huge.
The
I was
size
gone.
of Jonah's whale.
Yeah, it was ginormous. I Scooby Dooed my ass out of that water so freaking fast. I left my son out there. I was like gone. I was like, Pasta la vista, mofos. I'm out. And I was gone.
Got
I
in the car,
literally was
drove
running
off,
on water.
forgot that you had kids, and lived a new life.
I was on the beach, got me a drink. I actually got drunk on the beach. I even had tequila. I had to drink after that. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got drunk that night.
I can't imagine what you would be like in VR drunk, even if you were sitting down to make sure you didn't fall over.
No. I don't usually no. Me no drinking. I'm not a big drinker. I just can't see myself being a drinker. I did my partying when I was younger. I partied down. I partied like a rock star, man. I was like, yeah, let's go party. Yeah. Let's get drunk. And I'd go to work all hungover. And I'd be like, yeah, I can do it. And we'd go out the next night and do it again. I
Oh
did
my
that.
god.
Oh, yeah, no. Now I'm like, no thanks, man. Those hangovers hurt now. They hurt. They're painful. They last like 3, 4, 5 days. I'm like, no, no, thank you.
Okay, so straight up, don't hate me for this. I've never had a hangover.
Oh man, that's wrong.
I do not get hangovers.
Oh man,
I've been wasted
like...
and woke up in the morning and I just get re-drunk without drinking anything. It's like my body goes, oh, we're not done yet. And then like refilters it through my system and I'm just like, for another few hours.
I'll tell you what, though, the best thing about like the party in life, though, is the hangovers. Because the next day you get up, go get a pizza or something, and you feel better. The greasier the food, the better it is. And I do miss those days. I get the pizza in the morning, or we'd go and get breakfast or something, and eat some greasy crap, and it
Dude,
just you'd feel better.
I can eat a
Yeah,
whole
they go.
pizza with ease. Like,
Oh
except for
no,
Pizza Hut nowadays. I don't like Pizza Hut. I don't like their sauce. The fact that they changed the ingredients and like it's like they just added sugar to it or something. The sweetness is just disgusting to me. I can't do it.
I like a good sweet pizza sauce if I can eat it. But you don't have that
Like
tomato allergy. It's so weird.
if it's supposed to be, then sure, but it never was, and they changed it, and they lost so many customers over it, including myself.
Oh,
But
uh-oh.
like they never changed it back, and I'm just like, why? You lost more customers than you gained doing it by a lot.
You want a good pizza, you got to get a Detroit style pizza. We have a pizza company up here called Jet's Pizza. They make the best Detroit style pizza, in my opinion, ever. Love it, love it, love it. It's a deep dish. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. Cheese to the edge, and it's just cheesy, doughy, pizza-y. Oh,
Yummy.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. It's delicious. Delicious.
All
Yes.
right. Well, we have made it to 46 minutes and 50 seconds. I think that should about wrap it up, don't you?
I guess. Yes. Wow. Well, y'all, thanks for joining us today on the Everyday Talks with
Aiko.
and Psycho. And again, we want to remind you to subscribe, like, hit that reminder bell, because we may be dropping videos here and there without going live, just to have some content. And we don't want you to miss it. That notification will let you know we dropped that video. And thanks for joining us on this episode. And we will be back in a few more days with another episode. I believe we have zombies coming. Is that right?
I believe we have another one before that.
Oh, what's next?
Have grocery shopping.
Oh, grocery shopping. That's going to be a good episode, y'all.
Don't forget to share this with your friends. Post it on Facebook if you think anyone would be interested in watching our weird ass talks. Everyday Talks is about to be turned into weird ass talks with Aiko and Psycho. I'm kidding.
Well, we can move on. Let's go ahead and do the 3-parter zombie series, and then do the groceries after that.
Sure, we can swap them.
Yeah, we can move them around. So I guess we're going to go ahead and start our zombie series here in the next couple of days. We're going to do that first episode, and we're going to move on. So if there's anybody who would like to come in and do a little talk, shoot us a message on Discord or any of our personal devices if you have our info.
Right, and then you could be a part of
know.
the second or third one, because for the first one, we're going to keep it strictly us, and then we're going to move on, and any second episode has the potential to have guest speakers. Second or third or fourth episodes will have guest speakers for sure.
Yeah, so we definitely love to have anybody talking if they want to talk about like any type of zombie plan that they've come up with. And we're obviously going to pick your zombie plan apart and put it back together, but it's going to be a good time while we're doing it because we do it with humor. We're not trying to be mean or anything like that.
Right.
That's not who we are. We just want to talk about it. We want to talk about different types of zombies. We're going to talk about different things. We're going to talk about government's initiatives in order to reanimate the dead. So we're going to go realistic, and we're going to go, obviously into the sci-fi part of it as well.
Right. But anyways, guys, that is it for this episode. So thank you guys for joining. Like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, share this with your friends, share this with your family, share this with God and his angels. And we will see you in the next episode.
See you on the next episode.